Hi, my name is Sydney and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be recommending books to you based off their first sentences. I'm gonna go based off genre here, but I'm gonna give you absolutely nothing else aside from the first sentence and the cover and title of the book. I think this is gonna be really fun and a really nice way for me to ease into recommendation videos. I have so many recommendation videos that I want to give you, but I always feel like I don't have enough to recommend, and so this is, I think, a nice little stepping stone into the beginning of these recommendations. I have a few genres in mind, but I'm gonna start with Romantasy. There are only two reasons why the elves come to our world: war or wives. This is A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. The festivities of Cupola Night are just beginning when Liska Radosk leaves the village behind. This is When the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek. Our dragon doesn't eat the girls he takes, no matter what the stories they tell outside our valley. This is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I only had two things on my mind: cheese and how to get home. This is That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. Our next category is going to be fantasy. Viv buried her greatsword in the Scalvert's skull with a meaty crunch. This is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Some people are born under a lucky star, while others have their misfortune telegraphed by the position of the planets. This is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Isla McHeron's favorite time at the Sam Tamkulo Zoo was early morning. Cool, quiet, and best of all, not a person in sight. This is The Phoenix Keeper by S.A. McLean. Next up, we are going to do YA fantasy. Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood. This is of course The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I had to put it in here. If you haven't read this, read it. In these dungeons, the darkness was complete, but Katsa had a map in her mind. This is Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I offered my hand to the fire. This is Frostblood by Ellie Blake. They've never found the body of the first and only boy who broke my heart. This is The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. Next is going to be Mythology and Mythology Retellings. I see you. I see all those who men call monsters. This is Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. When I was born, the name for what I was did not exist. This is of course Circe by Madeline Miller. I was 6 years old when King Nicander came to the island of my birth, demanding tribute and a hostage. This is Goddess of Yesterday by Caroline B. Cooney. Sing, Muse, he says, and the edge in his voice makes it clear that this is not a request. 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. Next up is contemporary romance. Here's the thing about waking up with no memory in the middle of the night, in the middle of the street, in the middle of Paris. At least you're waking up in Paris. This is The Blonde Identity by Allie Carter. I didn't choose the wench life. The wench life chose me. This is Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I'm deep in cowboy country, but I still jam on the brakes when I see an actual cowboy park his actual horse outside an actual saloon. This is Cash by Jessica Peterson. I woke up to 2 million views. This is You with a View by Jessica Joyce. The man in front of me has a bee in his bonnet and cat hair on his coat. That is Love from Scratch by Caitlin Hill. And lastly, we're going to do Regency Romance. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. I got it. You gotta read Pride and Prejudice. You're not going to marry me? Miss Talbot repeated, disbelievingly. That is A Lady's Guide to Fortune Hunting by Sophie Irwin. The man who murdered her stepfather was finally in her sights. This is My Fair Princess by Vanessa Kelly. Daughters are a plague upon men. This is Sabrina Jeffries' Beware a Scots Revenge. That is going to be all the books I will share with you today. I won't lie, this actually was kind of hard because not only have I only read 25% of the books behind me, but also a lot of my favorite books I do not own. So I might do another one of these based entirely off of books that I've read and loved, but I do not own. But let me know if you enjoyed this type of video, if you were able to add a few more of these books into your TBR, or if they kickstarted any of the ones you already knew about up to the top of your TBR. I have quite a few favorites in this list that I gave you, but it's also super hard because there are a lot of books behind me that I loved, but their first sentences aren't like that gripping to read out loud, so I had to skip them. But either way, I'm sure if I did this video again in another year or so, then I would be able to pull out quite a few more books. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.